What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I want to break down why your hair is turning orange or turning yellow or turning brassy when you try and color at home. I broke down the level system before in a video, and now I want to break down what underlying pigment means. Here's a great little chart that if you want, I can email you if you want your own copy of it, but here's how underlying pigment works. At a level 1, you're going to mainly have a blue underlying pigment. At a level 2, pretty much blue. Level 3, blue-violet. At a level 4, 5, you're going to start kind of going from that violety to the red. That's a combination of, blue and red make violet. And then as you get out of red, which is a primary color, you're at your level 6. You're going to start going to like a red-orange. Level 7, you're going to be at an orangey, still kind of red-orange. When you get to level 8, you're pretty much orange going into that yellow underlying pigment. At a level 9, you're pretty much yellow. And at level 10, you're yellow. So what does that mean? That means if you don't want to see a lot of red in your hair and you're going from a level 4 to a level 6, you're going to want to cancel that out. So if you just use a neutral level 6 on your hair and you're going from a 4 to a 6, you're lifting 2 levels, the underlying pigment is red. You're going to see a lot of red and a lot of warmth in your color. If you're going from a level 5 to a level 9, you're going to have to lift past the reds and the oranges and the yellows. You're going to have a lot of orange in your hair. And more than likely, if you're using color to get from a 5 to a 9, you're not going to have the power to break through all those tones. So you're going to see a lot of that in your hair. All the color molecules live in your cortex of the hair. So when we're saying underlying pigment, that is your natural underlying pigment you have in your hair. So what color and bleach does is they pretty much break those color molecules down so low that light can pass through them, and then you're left with whatever you deposit in your hair or what is ever left in your hair. So what that means, if I articulated that right, if I take out all the red and all the orange, you're left with yellow. That's what you're going to see because light is passing through those other color molecules, and now you're left with yellow. If you don't want to see yellow, the color you tone with or the underlying pigment in the color you choose, like the dominant tone of that color. Let's say if you're taking a level 9 and 2 is violet, that's what you're going to want to use in your hair. You're going to want to use a violet to cancel that yellow. And I'm probably complicating this for some of you who don't do color, but this is why it's so important you go to a professional. You need to know your color wheel. So here's a basic color wheel. Here's what it looks like. On that wheel, if you know where your underlying pigment is, so if you're, let's say, a level 9 and your underlying pigment is yellow, what is across from that? That's going to be violet or purple. So I'm going to want to either tone with something purple, or I'm going to want to have purple as my secondary or primary color at that level 9 to cancel any yellow. Same thing goes for a level, let's say 6. In the first example I gave, if you're going from a 4 to a 6, you're going to want to cancel that red if you don't want to see it. So you're going to need to use what color? Ding, 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 green. Good job, everybody. So you're going to want to use like a matte level 6 if you want to be neutral, if you don't want to see that color, that red underlying pigment, I should say. If you want to be a warm level 9 and you want to be very bright and you want to be like a strawberry blonde, let's say, and if I'm going from a level 6 to a level 9 and I use a level 9N, I'm going to have a lot of that remaining pigment left in the hair, and it may look like a strawberry blonde. You will keep a lot of those natural tones that your hair had in it, so you don't really need to use a strawberry blonde because that might be too much pigment between the orange tones and yellow tones and red tones in the color you're putting on your hair and the ones left in your hair after you lift to a level 9. The color level system is important to know. I think what's equally important to know, maybe even more important to know, is what underlying pigment you have at that particular level. So study this level system, study the underlying pigments in it. So when you're doing someone's hair or you're doing your own hair, you know what tones you're going to be dealing with at that level, and then how to either use them to your benefit, like how you can make that a complement to the color you're using, or how to cancel that out. So any questions on the underlying pigment, shoot me a comment below, shoot me an email. I'm nick@thewarehouse.salon. You can also message me on Instagram. I'm at Nick Marabella. Color is my wheelhouse. I really love color. It's like math with tones. So you know this plus this equals that, or if you have this minus this equals that. It's a lot of fun, especially when you start being able to use your natural tones left in your hair to make the color either pop or really stand out and not use a toner. So color's a lot of fun. Don't get scared by it, but make sure you do understand basic color theory. You understand the basic color wheel, what cancels what complements what, and then what underlying pigment you have in your hair, and you will have a very successful hair color experience. See you guys next time. Bye.